All right, where are we? I'm in the Tour Championship. It's Friday. I've got 3 accounts to qualify today. I'm going to start with my 22 account. I tried yesterday with my 22 account with my few games, and I went out and I missed I was on one of the par 4s and won, and I missed the freaking putt, which would have got me into the qualification zone. It's definitely going to be harder in tier 3 to get this account in, but I think I can do it. I think I can. There were several of the other par 4s I was right off, but the chip up, I obviously did not make them. I need to either get closer or I need to get better at the chips. One of the two. All right. We will enter the qualification zone. I'm going to play odd today from the Pro Tees. And I don't know that it'll be that much different from the Pro Tees. The par 3s will be a little different, but the other ones, I'm not sure it's going to make that big of a difference being from the Pro Tees. We'll see. We will see. Hole number 1. What is hole number 1? All right. I'm not sure that I want to get on these greens because of the putt lengths. If you just dribble on, you really want to be right on the edge. But when you got a low level account, these getting up close shots kind of blow. So we will see on this. And this little entryway coming in here, about from right there, over here it's flat, and over here this is all going down. So you might be able to, if you caught it, it's going to make your ball break to the left. If you caught it with exactly the right speed, it might actually whip you over towards the cup. But I think since it's at the end of our run, if we catch it just a little wrong, it's going to just dribble us off into the sand or into the rough. So either being right here or getting all the way right next to the green, it would be ideal. We will see. We will see what we can do. And I'm going to take my number 1 bag and a Titan, the king of balls. Now you could probably do this. Let me look at my ball inventory here. I think a Titan will be fine. I think a Titan will work just fine. Just fine. All right, I got my notes here. 3 per ring. Well, hold on. Let me go back here just a second. I'm using a 3 power ball on all of these. I'm going to use the notebook app on my phone. Let me get my notebook app on my phone working. I have all of my notes are for practice, which is with a 1 power, or just tour play with a 1 power ball. And if you're using a 3 power ball, it's definitely different. Which way's the wind blowing? The wind is blowing that way. Let's play. Let's see if I can qualify today. So I'm going to have to shoot a 13 or better in order to qualify, which should be doable. There's 5 par 4s, and all 5 of them are extremely makeable. You really need to be the 16 or 17 if you're going to be up towards the top. I played 1 tournament with this account and won it, and they automatically put me in tier 3, so I got that going for me. I'm not sure I need to do max overpower here, so 4-1, 1.7 rings. I just woke up. I barely drank any coffee. So let's see how my first shot goes. That'll put me in the rough. Right about there. Arr, that's okay. I can make that. I got a junglist. Come on. If you can't make it with a junglist, I mean, come on. What's the deal? The junglist. See if my opponent can get where they want to get. Maybe. I think they're going to be in the ideal spot. This is what I'm talking about. These seem like they're big ass greens. That's not too bad, and it's downhill, so that's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm going to do a slight little pull here. How far off did that push me? Yeah, maybe. I'd like to have seen that perfect. I got that junglist in there. That junglist, when you're up close like that, it's not the greatest club in the world, but if you get caught in fairway bunkers, it's the longest. The whole goal is not to get into a bunker or the rough, but if you get into the bunker or the rough, especially with a low level account, you need to be able to recover. And it's the biggest hitting club in my bag with length and with topspin by a country mile. Hole number 2. What is hole number 2? I bet you it's a par 4. You'd be right 5 out of 9 times. The survey says. And I think just like getting up in here is about as good as I could get. You're trying to make the little S at the very end of the run, which I suppose you might be able to get through the gap in there, but that's pretty narrow. Pretty narrow. I'm going to take the same bag. Extra mile. Wind blowing that way. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I can hit it perfect instead of 2 rings great to the right. And that is freaking narrow. Narrow. Not great. It's going to hurt them. In the sand. Let's just put it up so that I got a good shot with my Firefly sitting here zoning out. What's the deal? Oh, fuck. It's going to be one of those days. You wake up. I should have woke up and sat around and watched some TV for a bit before I decided that I was going to play. Be rolling. And where did Ott end up? Well, every shot, he drove right into the sand, drove right into the rough. Let's see if I can even make it. Arr. I didn't make these first 2 holes yesterday, so that's not to say they can't be made and that I didn't screw up both times we've shot these drives, but I'm going to make this one right here, and we're going to get a little bit of excitement going. We'll turn it around right here. This is the shot. I set the stage. You know how hard it is for me to set the stage to get this drama and stuff built up? Now we get to see the castaway. The castaway. Hitting it perfect. In the hole! Look at that. Shit. Blind nut finds a squirrel. That's right. Let's just be all dyslexic. Okay. Now we got some excitement going. Look at that. We're in the hunt now. Damn, we picked up a shot. Hole number 3. Par 5. They have par 5s in here. I think I'm going to bring a Titan. That's what I think. The wind is going with us. Here we go. At least you don't have to switch bags very much. Now we have a serious opportunity to get an Albie on this hole. This is a serious Albie opportunity right here. Playing with the APOC 3. A par 5 ball. I'm not sure that would help me even if I brought that out. It's getting past this little peninsula that's right here. It just kicks out in the fairway. It doesn't look like it's that big of a deal, but at the spot that it's at on the course, it was strategically placed there. It's almost like they designed it and just to be an obstruction. Very nice. Very nice. That dog will hunt. That dog will hunt. Be right in the center of the fairway. And I'm going to use, we got 3.9 wind. It's 1.7 rings. There's 1.7. And then I'm going to line myself up and I'm going to push that wind back in. I'm going to push the forward moving wind back in. I'm going to rub the nubs, not make the needle move any faster. I can hit a perfect. Look at that. It only took 3 holes. Hole 4. Hole in 1. Plus 35 at min. Thank you, Richard. And I have no idea what club I'm going to be in. I'll probably be in my runner. If I'm in short iron. It's definitely uphill. Definitely uphill. Kmart sucks. That was close. That was close. Could have been closer, but that was close. I'm in my backbone. I'm in my Renner. I'm in max Renner. 4-5. It's 2 rings. Put a little teeny bit of top spin on. 2 rings. Exactly. Hitting it perfect. See if I can get, I think I left it short. I left them short. I left every hole that I shot yesterday that I didn't get in the hole, I left it short. Being tentative with the crappy ball guide. I got to get used to the lack of ball guide. And that is just playing with your clubs many times. You just get used to how much it'll roll out. I don't have enough time and grade. I need to be willing to go long. You know how it is. If you come in there just a little bit hot, it'll bounce over the hole or bounce off the flagpole. It's much easier when you got high 3 or a low 4 ball guide, for sure. What is hole number 4? Let's see what we got here. What club am I going to be using on this? It's got to be a backbone. Which way's the wind blowing? We got side wind. And I'm going to use a Power 1 ball. And switch that up for Navigator. Pretty sure. Let's see if we can just get to the cup. That would be really nice. Maybe. We're making this one right here. This will be the first hole in one. We'll try Richard. What did Richard say about the hole? He said plus 35 at min, 1.5 backspin, 0.5, aim left to the cup, depends on the wind. Richard always gives us good tips. He's got a lot of accounts that he plays. In Thailand, he's a day ahead of us, so he learns all of the secrets and then gives them to us. I'm 100% sure that with my upper developed count, you could do a rough bump on this hole. Let's see if my opponent can get it in. Now, not with a 2-ring grate to the right. That weird little bounce that it takes. I'm getting to the hole this time, no matter what. There's min. There's max. There's mid. I am eking towards min. 4-5. That is 2.7 rings. 2.7. Hitting it perfect. See if we're anywhere close. Post! And I underpulled it. And I took Richard's advice and did the 35%. Probably 25% club. I used my slider since I'm using the app. At least I went past the hole. At least I hit it far enough that I could give myself a look at it, as opposed to leaving it short and never knowing. All right, back to the drawing board. Hole number 5. What is hole number 5? Look, it's a par 4. Ideally, I'd like to get into this range over here and lay it up so that I can chip it up. We'll see if I can get over to that area. All right, here we go. I'm going to take my number 1 bag, and I'm going to take I better bring a Kingmaker. The Kingmaker. Heartbreaker. I'm thinking. Okay. I thought about it. Power 3 ball. I'm going to use my extra mile. The wind's not quite headwind. Kind of headwind. We do have some headwind, but not too much. 2-6. Pull back just a titch from the red line. Rings. 1.1. Damn, I need to wake up. Right back to the red line. Oh, this club you cannot hit anything not perfect, because I know it looks like it's a mile off right there, but you got to remember, bounce number 1, bounce number 2. You hit it straight, it goes straight. It's 3 miles per hour per ring. So bounce number 1, if you hit it great to the right, it's 3 miles an hour on the first bounce. So it's 1 ring off on the first bounce. Well, it's 2 rings off on the second bounce. So now we're 6 miles an hour off. So if you had a sniper, an upper, when it gets all of its accuracy, then that's 6 rings off by the time you get down to the sand. And that is no bueno. All right, we'll just have to make this right here. In the sand. I'm in the shit. Cast away. Let's do 1 backspin. Let's hit it perfect and get in the hole. I'm gonna ring great to the left. At least I got past the cup. At least I had a shot at it. I think my opponent can make it from here. From that distance, I don't think the wind's going to play any factor, so they're kind of hedging their bet by setting it off to the left. I think a perfect or a great to the right will go in the hole. And that was a grate to the right. We'll find out right here. Grate to the right, just in the edge. You know, their heart stopped for a second when they hit that grate to the right. And it's a good thing they set themselves up where they did. That's the thing about hedging your bet like that. You're that close. You're taking one thing out. So if they would have lined up right at the flagpole and hit it perfect, it went in, and a grate to the left or the right would have totally missed. But offsetting it, you can at least give yourself, you maintain the perfect, it'll still go in the hole, but now you give yourself at least one of the grates. This par 4 right here is definitely where we can get up on it. I'm going to take, I think exactly what I have right now. That ball. All right, here we go. Here we go. Need to make this one. This is definitely makeable. All the par 4s are makeable, but this one for this account is definitely makeable. If I can stay the hell out of the sand, so I can. The best club in my bag right now is my Firefly. As sad as that may sound, that is the honest truth. If I can get in my Firefly range, I really can give myself an opportunity to look at it. Let's pull back. There's the red line. Let's pull back just a titch. Give myself a little room. Maybe 1.3 rings. Get up where I can see the rings. There's 1-3. Hitting it perfect. Wow. I hit a shot into the cup. Perfect. What is the deal? That's not right. Gonna be in my Firefly. Let's see where I'm at in my club. That's probably my quarter club. Maybe 25%. Let's see what kind of wind we get. %with the Firefly with a power 3 ball. So I'm using my slider. Let's see where I'm at in my club. Okay, there's max, there's mid. It's about 30%. And probably at 50%. 50% club. And the wind is 3-4. 0.8 of a ring. And the one thing about this Firefly is you gotta hit it freaking perfect. Perfect. Get in the hole. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. In the hole. Woo! Picked up 2. The Off-Roader 5. Man, how many games has this person played? 16,000. There we go. Takes it. If you're not spending a lot, it takes a day or two to get your off-roader to up in levels. The off-roader really, I have an off-roader 7. I worked really hard to get it to 7 because I thought at 7, you know, it kind of matches up with the Nirvana. I think the Nirvana still has the edge, but it's pretty close, and I tried it out, but I have played with my Nirvana for so long that you got to build confidence in these clubs. I always feel like when I bring out my Nirvana, I have a shot at making it. And I switch, but I think when it gets to level 8, I gotta switch. All right, this one right here. It is possible to get a bounce up and then clip the rough and then dribble onto the green, and the bounce out is really, really shitty. What I found is by using a power 3 ball, you shorten the distance here, so you don't have to put as much topspin. I've seen some opponents where they bring out a smaller ball, which you can, and you're hitting out in this area, but you got to get enough topspin to go over to get here, and then it could cause you problems on the other side. Whereas if you bring out a bigger power ball, you're here. You don't have to put as much topspin in order to achieve it. The other deal here, if I remember correctly, was I'm going off in this direction. But you can see, like, you got to think about the arc of your shot. And so if you're right here on the sand here, if you brought the ball over to the left, now you're clipping the rough right here. And putting that curl on and trying to capture that little area, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I have to do here. Is it doesn't look quite right until I actually take the shot. So let's see, I think here I might need some that wind. I might be able to do this with a Titan. Pretty sure. Power 3 ball, extra mile. This is the hole I missed the putt on yesterday. I was on and won, and it wasn't that long of a putt, but I just totally fucking blew it. Now, I'm not exactly sure what if they push it forward, their red line's like with that power 3 ball, it's like way up here with the extra mile. What the hell are they doing? Does that look like it's just gonna be a sand shot? That is I mean, running off into the rough and getting into the sand, but it looked like it was just going to go right to the sand. Like, what kind of shot was that? What? Yeah, your ball can get pushed forward. Just because they set your shit up in one spot doesn't mean that's where you have to stay. 3.6, 1.3 rings. .3 rings. There's the 3. There's 1, 3. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. And we'll see. And that's about how far I was yesterday and missed the putt. Missed it! By a country mile, missed it. It breezed right past it like the cup wasn't even there. Let's see if we can just make the putt today. Otherwise, I would have qualified yesterday with the 13. It was like, you got to be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. I'm really surprised about the ranking system, the tier system. That you go from tier 1, that tournament, the Acacia Reserve tournament, and they automatically put me in tier 3. What's the purpose of having a tier 2? Like, how the hell do you get to tier 2? The theory out there is that there is tier 1, 2, and 3, and then within the tier, especially within tier 3, there's multiple tiers in tier 3. But why would you have why don't we just start with one tier and have multiple tiers within that tier if we're gonna go play that game? Like, we don't have multiple tiers in each one of the tiers in order to separate people out. It's like, no, we're just gonna dump everybody into one bucket and then we'll tier them out from there. It does seem weird to me. It does. It does. All right, hole number 8. What is hole number 8? This par 3. All right. I think I can play this with I don't think we need a lot of side spin, so I think I can just play it with a navigator. Let me get some. I'm playing with a Power 1 ball, setting my app up, and I'm going to be playing this with my backbone, more than likely. And which way's the wind blowing? The wind is blowing that direction. I have no idea where I'm at in my club, but we'll find out. I'm probably towards, I don't know, maybe I'm towards max. Have no idea. If I can get an opponent, if I can hit it perfect, and if I can get it in the hole, that'd be awesome. Coffee, that's what I need. Dogs for Natty. All right, I go first. Here we go. There's max. There's min. So I'm at, what, 20% club? 2.6. 1.4 rings. .4 rings. .4. Hitting it perfect. Close. Now I know what my opponent earlier felt like. Arrgh. Rat bastards. All right. Back to the drawing board. I still have work to do, obviously. I still have a putt. And if it's possible to miss that putt, I'm your guy. If they were going to hit it one way or the other, great. That was the side that would still give them some hope. Into hole. Birdie. Those first three par fours, not really giving myself a shot. I did make one, but really want to get up there and use that Firefly on every one of those holes. Take my chances with my Firefly. You got to hit it perfect, but at least I got a shot. Hole number 9. Now this is the hardest of the par 5s. For sure. I'm going to lay it up down here and then try and get it up into this range to get up. I really can't get any better than just getting it down in that area. Ideally, because of the way that this peninsula is sticking out, drawing a line back, this is your pocket area, but it's kind of hard to get down into that pocket. Which way's the wind blowing? That wind is blowing favorable for us. What does Tommy say on the shot? The second shot, 10%, 10%. All right. Let's take out, I think I can do it with a Titan. I think that side spin, I think the side spin on that'll be fine. I'll just bring out a Titan. The Titan, bag number 1. At least I was able to play with the same bag the whole time. I got that going for me. We shall see. Gallo, welcome to the channel. See if we can get an albie. Excuse me. The whole goal is, with this account, it's maybe an eagle hole with a birdie hole with an eagle opportunity. We definitely just need to secure the eagle. Let's not get too freaking greedy here. Definitely don't want to overhit the drive. They got down there nicely. Let's pull back. And I don't like the way that's rolling out. Probably could take this with just a katana. We got the best of both worlds. 2-4. 1.1. Oh, now I'm in the rough. Now I'm screwed. That is no freaking bueno. Got to hit that perfect. Screw up on the last hole. Make it to the thing and screw up on the very last hole. Let's root for my opponent to make a albie. They're at max sniper, so my odds of getting up there are going to be grim. Ooh, they are not going to make the albie. We'll just act like we're playing one-on-one, and that was good for us. Very good, very good. That wind will definitely push me up into the deal. 4-5, 4-5. It's one ring. I'm going to push the forward distance back on. Let's pick up as much as we can. I'm going to rub the nubs. I don't want that needle going any faster than it already is, but let's pick up any distance we can. What's that going to put me in? That might be short iron. Maybe the runner. I would feel super okay with this. I can't believe that I haven't been able to get a not a firefly, but a kingfisher. I mean, I haven't opened up that many chests, 50 chests or something, but no kingfisher, no horizon, no big topper. And there's Max. There's min, there's mid. I'm at what, 70% club? 3-5. Let's It's 1.4 per ring. .4. We're going to see if we can get that bounce to go in the hole. 1.4. Hitting it perfect. In the hole! Look at that. Jeez. How lucky was that? In the hole. Jeez. Let's see if that made it. It's sometimes easier and sometimes harder on the second day to qualify. Did not give myself a real good shot on several of those holes and got super ass lucky on hole number 9. But that's going to be, have to play that and really get down there. The first couple holes that are in that on here, these holes, I really, and putting myself hitting 2 rings and getting off into the rough and sand on these holes, need to put myself in my Firefly range, because that, like I said, I've got some ball guide there. I can really kind of guide it to the cup, but you have to hit that perfect. There is some room for improvement, at least a couple shots. So getting to the 16, which is about what I think of as the minimum score, is very possible on this account. Depending on the weekend bracket, I don't think even a 16 is going to win, but what I'd really like to do with this account is just shoot the 16. I know it's possible, and put myself in that position. There you go. That's what it looks like with semi-new clubs. Let's see, how many games have I played? I played yesterday. I posted the video on it. I was trying to finish out, trying to fill all my slots with gold chests. I'll wait until all of those get opened up before I go out there and play again, so I have 4 empty slots and we can really get at it. So it'll probably be tomorrow before that happens. With this 56 chests that I've opened, plus whatever free ones you get. There you have it. That's what it looks like in a rookie, with a rookie account. There you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully everybody has a great tournament. I'm going to text Dunner right now and see if he wants to play pro, and if not, then screw him. I'll just play it myself. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe. Hit the like button if you liked it, and ring the bell. Be safe and have fun.